Hare, Hare Krishna. Welcome you all for our e-Gurukula sessions. And today is a Monday. We have words for the week. So Srila Prabhupada writes, if all of you remember, we had shown also in the beginning, the 8th canto, the Gajendra section, one of the Parpati writes, the lessons from Gajendra's calling out of the Lord. Gajendra could remember his previous practices. That came to help for him in this life, so that he could be saved from the caught hold of crocodiles and he could remember the Lord because he has done a homework in his previous life. So that could come to save him. And then Prabhupada gives the instruction there. Every devotee of ISKCON, our society, should practice of remembering the prayers. Prabhupada writes, Chintamani prakara sadma sukalpaksh, or ito narsimha, parato narsimha. So that by chance, if we also have to come again back, we also get on to the other living entity, other body. So these prayers, these verses, whatever we remembered, will come to help us for our next life. Right? So that's why memorization of verses is very, very important. And regularly, every day, we should have a practice of reciting the prayers. So sometimes philosophy or to understand the books and all, that's good, that also needed. But prayers are such things, even though we may not understand the meaning, but surely that gets addressed to that Supreme Lord. Lord hears them, and that's what He helps us. So welcome you all for this verse for the week session. And let's continue our Mother Kunti's prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vande Aham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratvishe Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Bhakta Kanchana Gaura Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we'll quickly go through all the prayers. I hope you all are able to see the screen. Is the prayers are visible? Mother Kunti's prayers. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So let us recite the prayers. So when we are reciting, all of you also try reciting at your own places as well.
Can I recite, Prabhuji?
No. You keep a mute, because what happened, that causes a lag and some different way of pronunciation. So Keeping a mute, all of you recite at your own places loudly so that everyone gets to hear exactly, and then at the same time practice. That's why we don't ask to together while reciting. It's become a little challenging because of this pattern of online. But yeah, your places all can recite. Kunti uvacha namaste purusham tvadyam ishwaram prakrute param alaksham sarvabhutanam antarbahiravastitam maya javanika channam ajnadhokshajamavyayam न लक्ष्यसे मूढ़दृशा नटो नाट्यधरो यथा तथा परमहंसानां मुनीनां अमलात्मनां भक्ति योग विधानार्थं कथं पश्येमहि स्त्रियः
Prabhuji,
कृष्ण वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः. Yeah, what happened?
Prabhuji, sorry for interrupting. We will not read the meaning of the verse.
Actually, these verses we already covered in the previous meetings. That's why
Oh.
we are going through. So the recordings are there available on that channel. If you wish, you can go through them. Now we are going in a sequence, and then today's verse it will come till when we stop. So maybe
Okay.
at the end, after the session, if you want, I can just show you that things you can go through it.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Nice curiosity of our Prahlad Prabhu to know the meanings as well. Good, that's a good desire. Nama Pankajanaabhaya, Nama Pankajamaline, Nama Pankajanetraya, Namaste Pankajangraye. Yatha Rushikesh Khalena Devaki, Kamsena Ruddhati Chiram Shucharpita. विमोचिताहं च सहात्मजा विभो त्वयैव नाथेन मुहुर्विपद्गणात् विशान्महाग्ने पुरुषाददर्शनाद् असत्सभाया वनवासकृश्रतः मृधे मृधे अनेकमहारथास्रतो द्रौण्यश्च तश्चास्म हरेरभिरक्षिता. So all of you try to, I hope you are able to recollect the meanings. What this verse describes, anyone, those who attended previously remember? Some catchy words, I hope you might have caught. Vishad Mahagni, Asat Sabhaya, Vanavasa.
It's like here Kunti Maharani describes all the means things that Krishna had saved her from.
These are the list of calamities, various calamities they all had undergone. How Krishna, you are so kind, so many calamities were there. Right? Drona, the son of Drona, this Ashwatthama's attacks, the last line. Great Maharathas were fighting against these Pandavas and all. So you saved, so like that, good. So remember those words, so that at least some things get continued for our studies. And then after telling, she asked for more calamities, so that I can have your remembrance. I never forget you. Vipada santuta shashva tatra tatra jagadguru bhavato darshanam yatsyada punar bhavadarshanam. Right? Because when we are rich, when we have opulences, then naturally mind doesn't feel necessity to pray to the Lord. That's what next verse she says. Janma Ishwarya Shruta Shribhir Yedhamanamadapuman Naivarhati Abhidhatum Vai Tvamakinchana Gocharam. One becomes proud, then one doesn't feel the need. No necessity. Why shall I? Everything is good. But no, but those who are materially impoverished, those who are not like need to be a poor or a beggars, but then in spite of having wealth and opulences, but still they're not attached to it. For them, everything, whole existence is a supreme Lord. For them, Lord is a property. That's the next verse. He says, Namo kinchana vittaya nivrutta gunavruttaye atma ramaya shantaya kaivalya pataye namaha. And then she goes on describing how you're not partial or impartial, my Lord. thinking that, oh, you are for the devotees or for the poor people you are kind, and for other people you are partial like that. No. Mannetvam kalamīṣāṇam anādinidhanam vibhum samam charantam sarvatra bhutānam yanmitha kali. Right? So I can understand you are the supreme, you are samam charantam sarvatra bhutānam. So the dissension is because of intercourse of the people of this Kali Yuga, because of their social intercourse, not because of you are impartial or impartial. No. And then she says one more feature she will say. Yeah. So nobody can understand this. It's very bewildering to know your activities and dealings. Na veda kaschid bhagavan shikiršitam taveha manasyanam vidambanam na yasya kaschid daitosti karhiche dveshascha yasmin vishama matirnana. Right, ये मति में विष आ गया है ना, इसलिए हम द्वेष देख कर रहे हैं. द्वेषश्च यस्मिन, जो दोष जिसके मन में मति को विष लग गया है वो द्वेष करते हैं आपके बारे में. Last line. People cannot understand you because of envy. People only imagine that you are partial. You do not have any object of envy, my lord. But then people just imagine because of their visha. Partiality. Some exact meaning is not in a sense what we said, but similar to that. And then she says how you appear in a different avatars. So I think so that verse is the next. Yeah. Lord's birth and activities. Janma karma cha vishvatman ajasya karturatmanaha tiryan shishuyadasu tadatyanta vidambanam. You appear as aquatic, you appear as a sage, you appear as a human, you appear as a bird. I mean, animal society, different forms you have taken, my lord, but your activities are birth and activities are great. Yeah. You take birth, although you are vital force and unborn. You descend among animals, birds, sages, aquatic. This is very bewildering. And then she gives the proof, one of the incident of the Lord's episodes. Gopya tudadaye kruta gasida matav. Gopya dadaye tvai kruta gasida matavad. Yate dashashru kalilan jana sambhramaksham. Vaktram niniya bhaya bhavanaya stitasya. Samam vimohayati bhirapiyat vibheti. So anyone else who has not spoken, what episode mentioned here? What is been described? What Mother Kunti says?
The Damodar Leela.
That Gopi, who is that Gopi? Gopi adade tvai krita gasidam. Who is that Gopi wanted to damatavad? She wanted to bind you. That's Mother Yashoda, yeah. And then you got a tears in your eyes, ointment was there, and then you're frightened. This is bewildering to me because fear personified is fear of you. How can you become fearful, my lord? So that's why your birth and activities are bewildering for ordinary people. This is amazing. And then the last week we studied about Mother Kunti says the Bhagavad Gita verse. You appear for protection of your this. Yeah, Chandanam verse. Yeah, correct. Next verse is that one, protection of the your devotees. Kechidahu rajam jatam punya shlokasya kirtaye yado priyasyan vavaye malayasya chandanam. So you appear for the glorifying the great kings, especially Yadu. Here Yadu appears in Vai, just like Chandan appears in the Malaya hills. So specifically appeared here, has been mentioned. Once again, we'll recite this verse because just recently we studied this. Kechidahu rajam jatam punya shlokasya kirtaye yado priyasyan vavaye malayasya chandanam. And then she says how you come for protection of your devotees. Yeah. I think last week we stopped at this verse, right? Today we have to take a recitation of this verse. Yeah. So short words, but good.
Can I say that verse properly?
Keep a mute. Yeah. Prahlad sound. Yeah, thank you. Apare vasudevasya devakyam yachito bhyagat Ajastvamasya kshemaya vadhaya cha shuradvisham. So simple meaning, right? Vasudeva and Devaki. Two words are straight. Father and mother of Lord Krishna. Apare. Pare means aur koi. Hindi they say na pare. So previous verse he says Kechid ahurajam jatam. Kechid. Kuch log bolte hai ki you appear because to glorify the kings and the great souls like Yadu. And some other says, that's why the verse starts apare. Or koi. Or koi, some other says why you appear? Vasudevasya devakyam yachito abhyagat. To fulfill their prayers. Because they wanted you as, just see the exact meaning. Yachito, correct. Yachita means yachna karna. Shubham Prabhu, correct na? Yachna karna. Hindi it is yachna karna.
Yes,
right? So yachito, that's the yachna karna. He's asking, praying, abhyagat. So took birth. So because Vasudeva and Devaki prayed, you took birth. Some others say. You're getting the connection, right? How the verses are connected. So Kechid and then here Apare. It begins with Apare. So like that you can remember. Apare Vasudevasya Devakyam Yachito Abhyagat Ajastvamasya Kshemaya Vadhaya cha Suradvisham. Ajas. Aja. Aja means what? Anyone remember the meaning of the word Aja? Lord Krishna is called as Aja. Jaf in Janma. That sense you can remember, connect. Ja means Janma. Aja means, then you remember what is meaning by word Aja. Lord is Aja. If Ja is Janma, then opposite of Janma, Aja, like that. So he is unborn. So that's, yeah. Aja means unborn, okay. Ajastvam means you are Ajastvama Asya, of him Kshemaya. What is that word? Kshema. Yoga Kshemam Vahamiham. Kshema. Kshemaya, for the good. And Vadhaya, for the Vad Karna. Hindi they say Vad. Bhagwan Krishna ne Kams ka Vad kar diya. So Vad means to destroy. Yeah. So Vadhaya means for the purpose of killing. And Cha means and. Yeah. And Suradvisham. Sura means what? Sura, Asura. What is it? Sura means?
Sura means demigod.
Devatas. Sura, acha. Shubham Prabhu. Yeah, that also is a connection actually. जो भगवान के सुर में सुर मिलाते हैं उनको सुर कहलाते, देवता कहलाते. जो भगवान के सुर में सुर नहीं मिलाते उनको असुर कहलाते. That also is a connection here. One devotee was telling. Sura means sur, tal, that sense is a tune. But exact here in the connection is the devatas. Because they follow Krishna. They match their tune in tune with the Lord. Not that they say they themselves something else, they don't follow Lord. Then that is asur. You got the meaning? Shubham Prabhu understood? Hindi. It's a similar something. So, Sura Dvisham. Dvisha means again, those who are like envious. Dvesh karna. So, Vadhaya cha Suradvisham. So, what is that word? Kshemaya, for the good. Let's see, what is that good word is used for? Yeah. Undoubtedly, you are unborn. Ajastvam ahur asya ajam jatam. Yet you take birth for their welfare. Kshemaya. And then Vadhaya cha Suradvisham. To kill those who are envious of the demigods. Simple. So short words, but let us see. We'll try to recite now. Apare Vasudevasya Devakyam Yachito Abhyagat. Because Vasudeva and Devaki, they prayed for you, you appeared. And although you are unborn, Ajastvam Asya Kshemaya. You came for their welfare. And Vadhaya cha Suradvisham. To destroy those who are envious of the Suras, of the Devatas. Simple. That's what words Paritranaya Sadhunam Vinashaya cha Dushkritam. So that's why last week we gave the title for this discussion. Mother Kunti recites Bhagavad Gita. Yeah, so anyone like to repeat the words? We have not taken this recitation, right? Anyone was there?
Can I Prabhuji?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. After this, then next. Yeah, this is Apare Vasudevasya.
Apare Vasudevasya.
Not Vasudev. Vasudev means who? Anyone knows who is a Vasudev?
Krishna.
Krishna. But here Vasudev means father of Lord Krishna. That is Vasudev. Because Krishna is the son of Vasudev, he is called as Vasudev. Okay, so but here Vasudev is there. Vasudev and Devaki. Okay, not Vasudev. Apare Vasudevasya.
Apare Vasudevasya.
Apare Vasudevasya.
Apare Vasudevasya.
Devakyam Yachito Abhyagat.
Devakyam Yachito Bhyagat.
Abhyagat. After G there is a and above A there is a hyphen. I mean the dash.
Abhyagat. Prabhuji.
Yeah, correct. Abhyagat.
Okay.
Devakyam Yachito Abhyagat.
Devakyam Yachito Abhyagat.
Devakyam Yachito Abhyagat.
Devakyam Yachito Abhyagat.
So both lines together now, okay? Apare Vasudevasya Devakyam Yachito Abhyagat.
Apare Vasudevasya Devakyam.
You say Vasudev? Say Vasudev.
Vasudev.
Don't say Vasudev, okay? Vasudev.
Okay, Prabhu.
Apare Vasudevasya Devakyam Yachito Abhyagat.
Apare Vasudevasya Devakyam Yachito Abhyagat.
So how to understand here when they write in English Sanskrit transliteration? So the above A, if there is a dash, then that becomes A. If there is just A, then it is just silent. It's not like a extending. Va, not Va. So below lines you see Yachito, not Yachito. Because after Y there is A, the dash is written. So like that. Apare Vasudevasya Devakyam Yachito Abhyagat. One more.
Me, Prabhuji.
Yes, one more.
Apare Vasudevasya Devakyam Yachito Abhyagat.
Thank you. Yeah. Next, yeah. That's it, bro. English, Hare Krishna, so that you can see clearly. Ajastvamasya kshemaya.
Ajastvam akshashemaya.
Yeah. Ajastvamasya kshemaya.
Ajastvam akshashemaya.
Ajastvamasya kshemaya.
Ajastvam akshashemaya.
Yeah. Vadhaya cha suradvisham.
Vadaya suradvisha.
Vadhaya cha suradvisham.
Vadaya cha suradvisha.
Vadhaya cha suradvisham.
Vadaya cha suradvisham.
Perfect. So both lines now. Ajastvamasya kshemaya vadhaya cha suradvisham.
Ajastvam akshashemaya. Vadaya cha suradvisham.
Ajastvamasya kshemaya vadhaya cha suradvisham.
Ajastvam akshashemaya. Vadaya cha suradvisham.
Ajastvamasya kshemaya vadhaya cha suradvisham.
Ajastvam akshashemaya. Vadaya cha suryadvisham.
Yeah, thank you. So now complete words. Any other devotees you want to say can say. Yeah, just a minute. Those especially who has not spoken, yeah, we'll give chance them first. If not, then open again for all. Apare Vasudevasya Devakyam Yachito Abhyagat. Ajastvamasya kshemaya vadhaya cha suradvisham. Yeah, yes, Shubham Prabhu.
Apare Vasudevasya Devakyam Yachito Abhyagat. Ajastvam akshashemaya vadhaya cha suradvisham.
Thank you. Yes, next, anyone else?
Prabhuji,
Yeah, please. Yeah, no, please.
अपरे वसुदेवस्य देवक्यां याचितो अभ्यगात् अजस्त्वम् अस्य क्षेमाय वादया च सुरद्विषम्.
Yeah, thank you. Anyone more? One more devotee? Apare vasudevasya devakyam yachito abhyagat ajastvamasya kshemaya vadhaya cha suradvisham. So interesting, right? Simple word. What the meaning exactly? You come to fulfill the prayers of Vasudeva and Devaki and to do good for them and protect those who are devotees, suras, against those who are envious, to destroy the envious of the envious people. So that's the same, okay. So Prabhupada says about Vasudeva and Devaki, in the previous birth they were Sutapa and Prushni, how they underwent a severe penance and they got the Lord as their son. And Prabhupada quotes Bhagavad Gita also, how he appears, that welfare of the people in the world and vanquishes us. Yeah. So next verse, we'll just see the brief. Then next week, we'll start for this verse. Bhar. What is meaning by bhar? Hindi, bhar. Heavy, weight. ये बहुत भारी है. It's a bhar. Bharavata ranayanye bho nava ivo dadho. Nava. So sidantya bhuri bharena jato hi atma bhuarthita. So let's see. I should not concoct. Bhuvo. Bhuvo means this material world. Bhuvana. Correct. So bhar avataranasya. So avatar. Lord, you take avatar to reduce the bhar. Just to reduce the burden of the world. Bhar avataranaya. Simple. Anye means others. So kechid, apare, and now here the word anye. Some other people also say that you appear just to reduce the burden of this earth. Bhuvo. Bhuvo means of the world. Nava. Correct. Nava means the boat. In the nauka, nav. So this nava means the boat. Ivo udadhav. Iva means like. Udadhav. Udadhav means on the sea. So what is the connection? Sea and the boat? Yeah. Being overburdened like a boat at a sea. So if the ocean is there, I mean, heavy sea is there and the boat is there, it will be turbulent, right? It will not be steadily going. So just to give the support for the boat, some help is needed. Like that, the earth, the world get overburdened, just like a boat at sea. So it's much aggrieved. That's what you come to reduce the burden. And Sidantya Bhuri Bharena. Sidantya means aggrieved. Sidanti Mama Gatrani. Correct. You remember in the Bhagavad Gita, Arjun says his symptoms. Sidanti Mama Gatrani Mukham Cha Parishushati. So Sidanti, I am kind of, I'm aggrieved. I am not understanding what to do. So Sidanti, aggrieved, Bhuri means extremely. Right? The Bhuri word comes also, Bhuri Dajana, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When Prataprudra king comes and says those prayers, so there Bhuri word comes. Bhuri means magnanimous, extremely. Bhurida. So Bhuri here means extremely. Bharena, again the Bhar means the burden. Jata means Aja. Aja we saw, now here word Jata. So you are born, you were born. He means certainly Atma Bhuva. So what is the connection of the word Atma Bhuva with Brahma? Anyone got the point? Atma Bhuva. For that translation is given Brahma. So, who are the parents of Lord Brahma? Who are the fathers? Yeah?
Lord Vishnu.
Lord Vishnu. Means basically is a self-born. Atma Bhuva. Right? He is self-born. Means he is not born like normally ordinary humans are born. So that's why Swayambhu, Narada, Shambhu, Kumaro, Kapilo, Manu, there also Swayambhu, Atma Bhu. Swayam or Atma means self. Swayam means self, right? Same way. So Atma Bhuva by Brahma, Arthita, being prayed for. So that Bhagavad Gita verse comes, Artho Artharthi Jidnyasu. Arthi means those are in a distress, those who need it, those who come to you. So they're Arthita, being prayed for. So Brahma prayed for you So where the incident Brahma prayed for you? Anyone knows? Atma Bhuva Artita. Brahma prayed for you. That's why you came. Which episode Brahma prayed? Anyone knows?
When Earth had gone to Brahma and Brahma sat in meditation process and prayed to.
Yes, yes. Mother Earth was overburdened. That's what exactly translation. Overburdened. Our world was overburdened. And that Brahma, who is your son, then prayed for you. So you have appeared. So now today's title we can give Mother Kunti recites Krishna book episode. Previously she told Bhagavad Gita episode why Lord appears. Now today she is narrating Krishna book. That's the first chapter, right? Advent of the Supreme, Advent of Lord Krishna, first chapter of Krishna book. So Earth was overburdened and then she approaches in the form of a cow to Brahma. So Mother Kunti knows everything. She interesting, na? That time Krishna book was not published. Neither there were like a status or photos or been kept recorded or things that, okay, that's how you appeared and things. So the talks of the Lord are eternal. Everyone goes on glorifying. And that's what Mother Kunti learned. Mother Kunti got to know. And of course, she's a great devotee. She knows exactly. But she says in the beginning, Katham Pashye Mahistriya, how can a woman like me understand? She's understanding everything. So 3 reasons. Kechidahu Rajam Jatam, Apare Vasudevasya, and then here, Anni, Paravataranayanne, Bhuvana Vaibodhadav, Sidantya Bhuri Bharena, Jato hi Atma Bhuvartita. So we'll take this recitation and discussion detailed in the next week. So we are 1834. Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So beauty of this reciting these prayers and shlokas and verses is what? Our vocabulary also gets, the speech also gets properly purified. It becomes more improved. This is a side effect. Most important benefit is our consciousness becomes filled with such thoughts about Supreme Lord. And when we repeat these prayers, then surely Lord hears them because we are following the footsteps of the great devotees. Then it becomes more authentic. So thank you all for joining and giving all of your kind association. Let us end with Vaishnava Pranam. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Thank you all very much. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you, Hare Krishna Prabhu.